This is the true story of a poor girl from Chicago who grew up with a disabled mother and a father who worked 2 jobs just to keep 7 children fed. Life was full of pain, mockery, and endless struggle. People laughed at us and said, "You'll never amount to anything," but we never gave up. If this video moves you to tears, write it in the comments below, but there's one rule. You have to watch until the end, because this story shows how one girl's life transformed from nothing into something extraordinary, and how hope, tears, and hard work can change everything. My name is Maya, and I'm 23 years old. I was born in a big city called Chicago, but nothing about my childhood was easy. I have 4 brothers and 2 sisters. Our apartment was small and always crowded. My mother had been in a wheelchair since I was 6, unable to walk or work. My father worked from sunrise to midnight, doing whatever jobs he could find. Some nights, there simply wasn't enough food to go around. Life was brutal for our family. Even though things were hard, my parents insisted that every one of us go to school. They believed education was the only way out, but we couldn't afford books or school fees. We were dirt poor. There were nights I lay awake terrified of what the future held, but we had one aunt who believed in us. She quietly paid for school supplies whenever she could, and that small kindness let me and my older brother stay in school for years. We studied like our lives depended on it, because we wanted to make our parents proud. Growing up with 6 siblings in one cramped home was never simple. We all had dreams, but money was always the obstacle standing in the way. We wore hand-me-downs and often split a single meal between 2 or 3 of us. The neighbors looked down on us, treated us like we were invisible. It used to fill me with anger when people whispered cruel things about my family. But my parents always told us, never let their words define you. Work hard and stay strong. Their love was the only thing that kept hope alive in my chest. Even confined to her wheelchair, my mother always found the strength to guide me. She taught me patience and kindness, even on her worst days. My father would come home exhausted but still manage a smile, telling us, "Someday, things will be different." I believed him because he never once gave up on us. At night, I'd stare out the window at the city lights and pray for a better life. I wanted so badly to lift my family out of this struggle and rewrite our story. That was my life in Chicago, a poor girl surrounded by siblings, a mother who couldn't walk, and a father who never stopped fighting for us. But deep inside, I carried a flame of hope that someday I would find a way out of this hardship. I knew the road ahead would be long and brutal, but I was ready to fight for every inch of it. This was only the beginning of my story. Even after years of schooling, life remained an uphill battle for me and my family. We couldn't afford nice clothes or even small gifts for each other. I dreamed of one day getting married, but that felt impossible. People would sneer, "How could you ever get married? You have nothing, you're worthless." Their words cut deep. Behind our backs, people in our neighborhood gossiped, insisting our family was doomed to fail forever. But no matter how much it hurt, my brother and I refused to lose hope. We kept grinding every single day, doing everything we could to support our parents. Our mother and father worried constantly, but they never stopped pouring love and encouragement into us. "Don't listen to them," they'd say. "Work hard and your moment will come." Those words became our fuel whenever everything felt hopeless. Our struggles went far beyond money and cruel words. Our apartment was cramped and overflowing with people. Some nights the power went out, or there was no hot water. We shared one bathroom between 9 people. Arguments and stress were part of daily life. Some days I felt utterly exhausted and defeated, wondering if life would ever get easier, but quitting was never an option. There were times my siblings felt so angry and hopeless that they wanted to drop out of school and start working instead. But our parents held firm. "Your education is your future." So we kept going to school, even when it felt pointless. We studied by flickering lamplight late into the night, clinging to dreams of a better life. We understood life was cruel, but our hearts refused to break under the weight of it. I remember one evening my older brother turned to me and said, "Maya, we need to find a smarter way to earn money. We can't just work harder, we have to work smarter." We began brainstorming ideas, but every single one came with new obstacles. People called us naive dreamers destined to fail. But my brother and I made a promise to each other we would never stop trying. We were determined to change our family's destiny, no matter what it took. My older brother had a bold vision. He wanted to build an income through YouTube. If we can make good content, he said, people will watch and will finally earn money. We were thrilled and we launched channel after channel. We poured every spare hour into filming, editing, and posting videos on every topic we could think of. But at first, nothing worked. Nobody watched. We felt discouraged and drained, but we refused to stop. Channel after channel failed. There were moments I wanted to quit entirely, convinced we simply weren't good enough. The neighbors kept mocking us, saying, "They're wasting their time." But my brother kept insisting, "We try one more time. Success doesn't happen overnight." His words pulled me back from the edge of giving up. We kept experimenting and learning from every mistake. Then finally, something shifted. One of our channels started gaining real viewers and got approved for monetization, meaning we could actually start earning. But we were young and didn't understand its true worth. We ended up selling that channel for a mere $400. Later, we discovered it was worth far more. It was a painful lesson, but it didn't crush our hope. We kept building new channels after that. Some brought in a little money, others collapsed completely. It was a long, grueling journey. Some days we were furious and worn out. Sometimes we clashed with each other over decisions. But we knew that surrendering was never the answer. We were growing, learning the platform inside and out, slowly getting sharper. Despite the string of failures, we never let go of the dream. We wanted to give our family a better life and prove to the world that a poor girl from Chicago could still make it. That dream is what kept us moving forward. But we also realized that winning this fight meant working even harder and smarter than before. So we made the decision to take a bigger leap. After years of chasing YouTube success, my brother and I both understood we needed a completely new plan. Making videos was grueling and the money still wasn't enough. I wanted something stable, something that could support my family long-term. One day, I came across a job listing for teachers. It said the state was hiring. I thought immediately, this could be my way out. I made up my mind to prepare and take my shot at becoming a teacher. Preparing wasn't simple. I knew the competition would be fierce, with countless applicants chasing the same spot, but I was ready to give everything I had. I built a strict schedule and studied relentlessly, every single day. Some days I studied 15 to 18 hours straight. I gave up television, socializing, everything. My entire existence narrowed down to studying and learning. My family was incredibly proud and supported me every step of the way. Studying was brutal at times. My eyes burned from reading for hours and my mind felt permanently fatigued. Some days I wanted to quit completely, but then I'd remember all those people who once called us worthless. I wanted to prove them wrong. I wanted my parents to know that their sacrifices hadn't been in vain. My mother looked at me one day and said, "Maya, I believe in you. You can do this." Her words gave me strength I didn't know I had. For 10 straight months, I studied without missing a single day. I devoured books, took practice exams, and absorbed everything I could. I wrote notes, built study plans, and refused to let exhaustion win because my dream kept me burning. I prayed every single night, asking for the strength to succeed. My siblings watched me with hope shining in their eyes. We all wanted this to be the turning point for our entire family. Finally, the day of the teaching exam arrived. I was terrified but ready. I walked in and gave it everything I had. I knew deep down that I had done my absolute best. Now all that was left was to wait. This was the moment that could change everything for me and for my family. I believed that after this, our painful life would finally start to shift. This was the biggest test of my entire life. After the exam, I waited anxiously for the results, praying every day for good news. My family was just as nervous, holding on to hope alongside me. Finally, the day the results were announced arrived. I passed. I got the job. I became a teacher. I was overwhelmed with joy and pride. This was the moment I had dreamed of for years. Starting the job wasn't easy. I had to wake up long before sunrise every single morning. I went to school and taught children, many of whom were just as poor as I once was. I wanted to be the kind of teacher who truly helped them grow. In the beginning, juggling everything felt overwhelming, but I pushed through it. I prepared lessons, supported my students, and listened to their struggles. It filled me with pride to know I was making a real difference in their lives. While teaching, I kept working on our YouTube channels too. By now, we finally understood what made content succeed. Little by little, our channels grew, and the income started flowing in. All those years of hard work were finally paying off. Our family's entire life began to shift. We could afford better food, better clothes, and we could even help others who were struggling the way we once had. It filled us with a joy we'd never known before. Our parents were bursting with pride. They'd say, "Maya, you never gave up, you worked hard, and now our family is happy." My siblings felt proud too. Everyone felt stronger, more hopeful. The same neighbors who once mocked us now respected us. But we never forgot where we came from. We knew countless people were still living the same hard life we once did. So now we give back food, clothing, money to people in our community who need it. We wanted to share our joy. Life taught us to be kind and courageous. I'm endlessly grateful to God and my family for giving me the strength to make it this far. This isn't the end of our story. We'll keep working hard and dreaming bigger. Now, life looks completely different for me and my family. I'm a teacher, and my brother and I run several YouTube channels that generate real income every month. Our home is bigger, cleaner, and always full of food and warmth. Our family finally feels safe and proud for the first time. Every ounce of struggle and hardship was worth it in the end. When I look back, I remember the days we had absolutely nothing, no money, cruel words thrown at us daily, and constant fear about the future. But we never surrendered. We believed in ourselves and worked relentlessly. That belief changed everything. Now we live with peace and hope. I'm proud of helping lift my family from nothing into something beautiful, and we want to help others who are struggling the way we once did. We hand out food, clothing, and sometimes money to families in need. We visit struggling households and encourage young people to keep studying hard. We tell them, never lose hope. You can rewrite your story too. Helping others fills something inside us that money never could. It's our way of saying thank you for every hand that once helped us. Our parents are overjoyed watching their children succeed. They say, "Our prayers were answered." My mother smiles every single day, and my father feels stronger than he has in years. Now we live surrounded by love and peace. My brothers and sisters want to work hard too and build good lives of their own. Our family is closer than ever, and our dreams have grown bigger than we ever imagined. This is my story, a poor girl from Chicago who faced impossible odds but never gave up. Life was cruel, but hope was stronger. Hard work, faith, and the love of family changed everything. If you're going through something difficult right now, remember this: never lose hope. Keep working, keep dreaming, and one day your life will change too.